Welcome to part 7 and why I stopped making content for over a year. So, where we last left off, I was just leaving urgent care. I did leave against medical advice. They had wanted me to go to ER to get some blood work done because they had said I had pneumonia from my chest x-ray. And they wanted me to get blood work to see how bad it was, but I just said I would go to my primary care physician. I did let them know if it did get any worse or if it felt any worse, I promised I would go to emergency room. So anyway, this was a Wednesday night. We just went home. We couldn't get my prescriptions filled because it was super late and all the pharmacies around me were closed. So my husband went Thursday morning, first thing in the morning, got them filled. I started taking my antibiotics, the cough medicine they gave me, and the inhaler. I did not sleep at all Wednesday night. I hadn't slept the night before either because every time I laid down, it was really hard to breathe, so I wasn't sleeping. So anyway, Thursday, I'm just like, all right, well, it's going to take some time for my medicine to kick in. And anyway, I'm still, coughing. I'm still having a little bit of difficulty breathing throughout Thursday. Thursday night rolls around. Still can't sleep because I can't lay flat. I'm still taking my medicine, having to take the inhaler. I hated taking the inhaler because every time I took it, I started coughing, which then made it even harder to breathe. But it was supposed to open up my airway. So I'm like, all right, I need to take it because you're supposed to take it every 4 hours. But it just made it even harder to breathe because I'd have a cough attack. So anyway, Friday morning comes around. I didn't sleep at all Thursday. My mom's checking on me, throughout Thursday and into Friday just by text, just seeing how I'm feeling. I was checking my temperature. It would, spike a little bit here and there, but I'm on antibiotics, so, I'm figuring whatever infection I have should be going away within the next probably 48 hours. And also my medicine should be kicked. So Friday afternoon into Friday evening, I'm starting to feel a little bit worse. The breathing's kind of getting a little bit harder, to move around. My husband's at work. I'm at home. I can't really move around because every time I do, it gets harder to breathe. And again, I'm just thinking it's pneumonia and I'm, can't move around very much because of it's my lungs. And so, not really thinking too much of it, but it's getting worse. So I did text my mom to let her know. And she's like, you know what, maybe take some Mucinex to break the, whatever you have congestion up and maybe it will help. So I send my husband to the store. This is Friday evening and tell him to go get some Mucinex. During this time, my mom ends up calling me. And this is the first time she's actually talked to me since urgent care. So Wednesday. And then I think she talked to me once or twice on the phone on Thursday. But this was the first time Friday she talked to me. So she calls me and then she hears that I can barely talk. Put 2 words together because I can't breathe at all. And she's like, all right, this is ridiculous. You need to go to the hospital right now. If you can't even talk, you're barely getting any oxygen. And then she had me check my oxygen because I do have a pulse ox at my house. She had me put that on my finger and my oxygen level was in the 70s, which is very low, dangerously low, meaning I am barely getting any oxygen at this point. So she said, yeah, you need to go to the hospital right now. So I call my husband, tell him just come home and we need to go to the hospital right now. So he comes home, he helps me out to the car because I can barely walk, and we go to the nearest hospital, which is like 10 minutes from my house. We get to the hospital, he brings out a wheelchair for me, we go right in, and of course, it's hard for me to talk. I'm telling them as much as I can what's going on. Of course, I'm having a hard time talking because I can't put 2 words together. But, you know, they get the gist of it. I had just gone to urgent care, so they were able to pull up some medical records. I did have my EKG with me, so they were able to see where I was. They were able to see all of my records from urgent care. So they saw that, you know, I was there for a cold, and they got a chest x-ray. And so they take my vitals. They see that my heart rate is super elevated. My respirations are really high because I can't breathe. And my oxygen was dangerously low. I'm not getting barely any airflow. So I'm going to stop right here. I will continue to the next part very soon. Thank you for watching my video and listening to my story. I appreciate all your support, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.